Good morning, welcome back. Nothing like a bit of bird song first thing in the morning, isn't there? That and a dog cuddle. I've had a slow start today. It's about 8 o'clock and I haven't even done any work yet. I did a short yesterday just saying that I find it hard to relax, and I really do. Like, there's always things I want to do in the garden and in business and everything, but and I love the garden and I love my business, so it's all things that I want to do. It's not like it's a chore, it's just that physically sometimes my body gets tired and I need to have some time out, and I don't find that easy when there's a million things that I should and could do. And I want to do some crafting and some drawing and stuff, and I don't seem to be finding time for that. But as I say, there's only so much energy that my body gives me. So anyway, today is Friday. Believe it or not, I've got quite a full list of things I want to do today. It's 8:30 and I'm only just starting work. Lazy me. I've realised that I've started to take stuff for granted. When we first moved, I was constantly taking photos of the sky and saying to Darren every evening, have you seen the sky? Have you seen the sky? And taking loads of photos. And I haven't done that anywhere near as much. And we've got so much to be grateful for. I mean, we've got our dream house, the garden's stunning, the weather's been lovely, we've got 3 lovely dogs, our children are all getting on and doing well. So yeah, I've got a lot to be grateful for, so I need to keep reminding myself of that and not get bogged down in the day-to-day frustrations with eBay and stuff like that. So I've got 2 orders to pack for eBay today. I've done one. This is the other one. It's a lovely glass plate, Arabia, Finland. I think it's a peony on there. Anyway, I'm going to pack that. And then I've got a feeling that I've got a couple of website orders. So I'll do this and then I'll have a look. And so Darren got a huge job lot from auction. Well, he's had more than one. Of like political books. And he sells a lot of them. I've got my horrible gloves on again. But some ones that aren't worth selling, I use for void fill for my packages. So if you're ordering from me at the moment, you'll be interested to know that the International Countermeasures Handbook is my current void fill of choice. Darren's mowing, so if you can hear that in the background, I apologise. Yeah, so I've got a few thank yous to say. Pauline, Veronica, Susie, Sharon and Christina, thank you so much for ordering on my website. Losing my voice. And to Heather, Jilly, Carla, June, Lisa and Pauline, who are all members on my website. So they get to see the videos a day early, so they get first dibs at the stuff that I'm going to put on the video, that I show you on my videos. I'm going to pack these couple of orders and then I'll show you the bits that I picked out for you. So it's just tearing out the pages. This is an advert in one of the pages. Look at that. The teleprinter that ranks in a class by itself. I mean, how ancient does that look? It's amazing how technology's moved on. Oh, I tell you what, it's only 9:20. It's so humid already. I've piled some stuff on here to show you. Before I do that though, I want to say a big thank you to Catherine, who messaged me via Instagram with words of encouragement. Always well appreciated. I really do appreciate it. Anyway, if you've seen my shorts on, I've been putting them on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Some of them have gone on here, but sometimes they interfere with when you release a video and then you put a short, it almost stops your video being pushed out. I don't really get it, but anyway, you might have seen them around. And in one of my last ones, I showed you these 2. So I thought I'd show you in case you hadn't seen the short. So I picked this up. I love it, this sort of big eye girl, very 60s. Plastic frame, cardboard picture, very sort of flimsy, but look at her face. So I thought I'd show you that one in case you hadn't seen my short. And then I'll show you the doll as well. I mean, again, she looks so 60s. Look at the material, sort of 60s, 70s. I mean, who thought bright pink face and orange hair would be a thing, but it is. Glorious. So I can show you those two. Now the mouse pig jug sold, so I can't show you that because it's already sold. Right, let's pick out these bits for today then. Right, where do I start? Okay, a picture. Oh, it's going to shine off the thing. Right, let's see. Can you see that? Now, it's by a German artist. And they've got a strange name. Svatava Olmfielder. There you go. Couldn't find much about the artist, if I'm honest. It's a very sort of naive picture of children and a baby in a pram. But I kind of like it with this green frame, and then it looks very Scandi, doesn't it? There are a couple of little, can you see, denty sort of scrapes in the frame there, but yeah. So I'll tell you that one. I've got this set of placemats and chopsticks and little chopstick holders. It's oriental looking, brand new in the package. So I've got that. I've got this little cup with lid. To keep the flies off your drink, or to keep it warm, whatever. Or to keep your things hidden. Doesn't have to be a cup, does it? But that's rather cute. Don't think it, well, it has got a sort of a maker's mark underneath. Can you see? There. Yeah, well, that was lovely. I got these two, very kitsch, but kind of cool. Very 80s, I think. These two are hugging each other. These two are back to back, holding hands. I'm going to do them as two separate lots. Very cute. So, if you like a bit of 80s kitsch, there's those. Then I've got these owls. There's a set of 3. They sort of go down in size, if you see what I mean. So there's 2, and there's 3. Hand painted with little flowers. So if you're an owly person, or you know somebody who is, there's those. And then, oh, I love this. Love this so much. Pottery, cup and saucer. Reminds me of Polish pottery, but it is marked underneath. But I haven't looked it up yet, so I will look it up before I list it. Oh, nope. Really need to get my eyes tested. Something Holt. Morgan Holt, maybe? Yeah, beautiful. Again, very Scandi looking. More kitsch. You can't get more kitsch than that, can you? Made in Sweden, design Philip. It plays How Much Is That Doggy in the Window? That's cool. This is nice. So it's like a tin with a handle, lid. I can't work out if that's the original design or if somebody's painted over a tin, because it just feels too fresh, if you know what I mean. But it's really, really lovely. A bit like bargeware, isn't it? With the fruit around the outside. That is so nice. Lush. Really like that a lot. I've got these kitchen scales. Look at the colour. Aren't they brilliant? Now they do work, but originally they would have had a glass or plastic cover over that, and there is no cover over it. But look at that. Brilliant, isn't that? Lovely jewellery. And then finally, I've got 2 cups and saucers that look very similar, but they're slightly different size. So, put it around that way. you see the birds, and then on this side just the tree, and even like the handle's got this gold detail on it, and all around the inside of the cup there. And then that is the saucer, and it is Plant Tuscan China. And this is slightly raised, so there's a sort of raised painted, you know, the painted bit is all hand painted, and then what I think they do is they put like a transfer paint on, and then the colour will be painted in, but it's slightly raised. Isn't that gorgeous? So there's that one and that one, and they're the same, they're just one slightly smaller than the other. That's the underneath. Now there is the odd little mark. Some of it will come off with gentle scrubbing, but you can see there's a little mark there. But yeah, just so pretty. So I'll list them separately because they don't match. I think that's it, unless I find something I've forgotten. So I showed you the cup and saucer, said how much I liked it. I've just done some research on Morgan Hall. She died in 2016. She made some lovely pieces. There isn't anything for sale on eBay. In fact, I can't see anything for sale really anywhere. But I did see a teapot that had sold at auction for £190. So I'm going to offer it at £40 on my website, but I will be listing it on eBay for a bit more. So I know £40 is a lot for a cup and saucer, but I've got to make the most of these finds. I've just been putting things away. I keep some stuff in this cabinet here. Obviously there's all pictures and that on the walls. I have stuff up here and all along here and along my windowsill. That's all things on my website. But I thought I'd pick out a few bits that I'm surprised haven't sold. So I thought this would sell really quickly. It's the little bird candlestick. It's really reasonable as well. There's that really nice sort of silver coloured box. I'm surprised that's not gone. What else we got in here? Oh yeah, and these funky little cups and saucers. With the unusual saucers, you know, like they've got the little thumb holder. I thought they'd go. Also, there's a little womble at the back there. I thought she'd have gone. She thought she'd have gone. And my Hornsey mugs. Thought they'd have flown out. You just never know. Oh, the lovely owl. He's still there. These. Oh, love, love, love. I mean, I'm glad he hasn't sold, to be fair. I'm quite happy for him to sit there forever. Also, as I climb over the stuff, there's this, which I thought would have sold by now as well. Lovely hand-painted candlestick. Look, I am making space. I just need to reorganise it and get myself organised. Get this stuff priced up for booths, the bigger stuff, to make space. Look at that view. It's lovely. Right, time to take the parcels to the garage. Get some diesel and milk. Mustn't forget milk. Can you remind me, please? I remembered milk. Yeah. Anyway, Darren's outside, so that means, and he's had to shut the doors because he's got the gate open. So that means I am listening to Jenny and chorus with Eddie, do some screamy crying because they can't bear to be away from him. It's just too much, isn't it, Jenny? Anyway, I need to do some listing on eBay. I've put a couple of things on Vinted. I've shown you those bits that are going on my website. So now it's time to do a bit of the bay. But I really do need to get myself a drink because I've not had one since first thing this morning. Come outside. Everything just looks so dry and shriveled up. So sad when all these plants and flowers I worked so hard to grow, and it's been beautiful weather, but it's just too dry. Too dry. Anyway, I'm already thinking about what plants to do for next year. So I watched a video on perennials you can grow from seed to do now so that they'll be flowering next year. Most of them are ones that I've already got, so like foxgloves, aquilegia, I've forgotten, and I wrote it down on a list on a piece of paper, and then later when I was tidying up, screwed up the piece of paper and put it in the bin. So I'm gonna have to watch the video again to find out what I know one was a gypsophilia, but it was a perennial gypsophilia, so I want to find what that one is. And campanulas I can remember, but there was another one that was a bit like a gypsophilia. So I'm gonna have to watch the video again, make another list and order some seeds and get growing for next year. Today's not really gone to plan. I don't know, it's just been all, you know, when everything you start gets interrupted. I tried to get you a bit of video of the dogs, but they were just not cooperating whatsoever. And now they're barking. They probably heard me outside and thought it was an intruder. I'm sure these were pink last year, these echinacea, but not this year. Don't know what that is, but it's pretty. This was pink last year, and there is some pink ones, but most of it's this sort of yellowy colour. These are nice. The bees love them. I don't know what it is. And then these big leaves are more echinacea, should flower next year hopefully. And my pink cobbler, I think it's called, salvia, is doing alright, so I'm hoping to take cuttings off that when it's not so hot. My fuchsias are struggling a bit. No, even the hydrangea just looks all shriveled. I found at my screwed up list Gypsophilia paniculata. Yeah, apparently it's a perennial gypsophilia, so I'm going to get some of that. Thalictrum is the one that's a bit like gypsophilia. Achillea, I've already got some. Oh, hollyhocks, don't have hollyhocks. Aquilegias, I've got some. Campanula. Sweet William, I don't know if I like Sweet William. And the others were all things like, oh, delphiniums, which we have got some, but I don't particularly want a lot of those because of the dogs. But they're all fairly tall things. And what I really want is some perennial, low-growing flowers. So if you've got any suggestions, if you could let me know, because our garden is so windy, I need some more shorter things to have, but I really want some perennials if possible. But if you think of any annuals as well, because I could do annual seeds, but I just want some shorter things that aren't going to get battered completely by the wind constantly. Yeah, I'd really appreciate if you've got any ideas. Somebody, one of you, I've got a feeling it was June, but it might have been somebody else. I need to look back through all the comments. Did tell me of a video of somebody who was doing flowers, I'm sure. I need to look back through my comments. I did a little bit of painting. It's a bit like a naive bird and flower picture, but I'll shove that on my website if anybody's interested. I've just got it, it's on the Italian herb mix paper. So I'll put that under the book just to flatten out a little bit. And I think I'm going to do a little bit more drawing because it's ages since I did any. It's too hot to be outside. It's one of those days where every time I start something it gets interrupted. So I feel like I just need to have half an hour or an hour just sitting uninterrupted doing my own thing. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't know what this vlog is going to turn out like. I hope it's all right. If you could really do me a favour and leave me a thumbs up and a comment, it really just helps with the algorithms. And if you like a gentle kind of vlog, then please do subscribe if you haven't already. And if you could hit the notification bell, it just means that you'll get a notification when my videos go up, because otherwise sometimes they just slip under the radar and then I get forgotten about. So I really appreciate it. And if you can find me on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok, then go and give me a follow on those as well. I'd appreciate that too. Darren's putting out a vlog. It's coming out tomorrow morning, which will be a Saturday. So you'll see this on Monday or Tuesday, and it'll have been the weekend before. So go find that. It's Darren and Kirsten's Garden Ventures. Right, I'm going to get off. Thank you again, and take care, stay safe. I'll see you soon.